KMD. That's new. That's up on the top. Let's look at KMD and see if we can find a distribution cycle. Even right now, let's just look at it right now on whatever chart we're on, 4 hours. Sure, sounds good. Let's go back to something that's actually completed a cycle right here. Swing to swing until the event of time happens where you can break a level and you can invalidate the laddering down, invalidate that ladder, invalidate this ladder. It's not a ladder right there. Well, that is a ladder, but that's not the trend. Different time frame here. Looks like it's about there. Okay, you know what? It would actually be right here because that's the concurrent candles on a 12-hour. You have 1, 2. No, it's not. This one is stupid. Okay, that's fine. Right here, there's a trend valley right there. That's fine. Invalidate that. Invalidate that. Can't stop laddering until you invalidate this point, and you can't invalidate that point until you break a local trend, which is swing to swing. That swing occurs. This trend right here happens, right? You break trend, you move up against this ladder, therefore giving you an uptrend against the move. So let's draw the uptrend. So you would have the uptrend right there, which is most likely right here. Right there's the uptrend, right? It has to follow this uptrend, which will have a sharper uptrend, which will be, what are we on, the 4 hours? So the daily would be roughly here to here, right? So you compression against trend, right? Same thing, compression against trend to have broken now this cycle right here. So you come through that cycle, the micro distribution cycle, we'll do it properly here. That swing to that swing, when you break that swing due to the effects of time, you can back attack this valley, right? Which will back attack higher valleys, which upon the failure of not being able to reach this, which it does, it can create the larger time frame swing. Let's delete this one. Let's delete this one here. It can create the larger swing, which is this, all these events down here in this big congested area. All that's doing is breaking this one right here. That's one. That's the next swing there. But all that's doing is turning this to that lovely blue line that we have. Compression happens on all charts at all time frames. Notice this to this. Where's my replayer tool? This is why I say take any chart and this will never fail you. It's how the markets work. That has created compression. Compression. Press play, it'll be quicker. Compression, compression. It's the effect of time. It's like hitting a steel wall with a pillow. Compression until time can break it. And time breaks it in a moment where, see this replay tool, time can break compression in these moments of uptrends like this, or in this case, which is just looking at a breakdown of a distribution cycle. See, compression that way. All you did is compress the other side of the trend, right? It's the same thing. It's the effect of time and uptrends that break distribution cycles with compression, which can then go and create the next swing. Once this swing is done, can create the next trend against compression here, right? Lose trend there, starting a distribution cycle here to back attack. This is getting pretty congested pretty quick, but that's okay. To back attack that valley, which it does. So it can now start, did it back attack that? Yep, it did. I would call that yes. Well, it did there for sure. But therefore, compression against the uptrend, compression against the larger valley attack here, right? Oh. Against the larger trends in the bigger part of the move. And a final level being right here. Don't think it can go past that. I'd be very surprised if it does, but that would be a pretty insane target. Yep, Oh, wow, it actually does. Oh, yeah. So see, that's a point where this is an obvious target. When it goes above that, it's gone. The same thing I talked about with Oaks. There's points on the chart which become compression factors, and this is a large one right here. This should have been the end of the move. If it breaks above it, it's absolutely gone. But getting back to the original point, right? Is that not just a downtrend compression right there too? We're just compressing it, guys. We're just failing in distribution. That's all this is. Forget that we're moving up and I turn the chart upside down. We're just failing against distribution. That's all this is. It's just, you're just trying to catch a falling knife. And you finally back attack the valley here to start the other side, right? Against this compression here. Right there, which erased to here. Compression is an incredible thing when you understand it and the effects of time. We actually just needed to, I'm going to erase all this. To back attack what? This would have been the first one, fine. This is one right here. That's fractally. I can see that without having to break it down. There's a fractal one actually, it's right here. There's a fractal right there. And this is the obvious one. Oh, look at this lovely wedge that we've come into once again. Right? It's accumulation of distribution cycles. Oh, it feels bad, man. Oops. Feels bad, couldn't break. So fine, you create a new trend, try to break the move. You're actually completing the move against the larger, trying to gain a larger level here. There's one. Here's another one right there. Compression will take you there unless you break compression, which will start distribution typically. See, can't back attack the valley. And there's another valley in there actually. There's other valleys, micro valleys here. You can mark out every single valley, but you know. Holy crap, this thing's taking a long time. Magnet tool. There. Is that on the right candle? Yeah, right there. It's still compression, right? It's the effect of time. You know, flip this chart back over and all you saw was the effect of compression. Yes, I flip my charts all the time. It was a great learning tool for me. But yeah, this form of compression, like it doesn't matter. Like flip the chart either way, you'll see compression in all forms, and it's why the effect of time is such an important one. It's where so many people flounder or can't quite grasp why trends exist and what can break them and why they are where they are. And then, you know, flipping a chart over and seeing the compression on the top or the support on the bottom and understanding over time this will support a move against the level. And time is what can break it. Therefore, if a level is failing and time is against you, you can start to see the events that will come therefore after. If time is against you and an event is failing, just like if an event is succeeding and time is running out, right? Like the time bomb, right? That's what the trend is. It's the time bomb. But that's the key word, the time bomb, right? Like the effect of time and the bomb it has against the market, right? And even in compression, like these become areas of great interest as well, because you often see something like this. I remember a time, I think we talked about this last night. I remember a time in Bitcoin just recently, maybe 3 weeks ago, where Bitcoin lost its trend just like this, and then it regained its trend and bounced over top of it. And every single altcoin went up like 40% within a period of 24 hours. As soon as Bitcoin did that, it completed that pattern. And this was very unique to this situation. Like it doesn't always do this, but it will sometimes. Things are super parabolic to Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin lost its trend, regained it, and bounced up top of it and went over it. And literally every single coin in the market, one by one by one, for a course of 48 hours, was gaining 20% at a time. And they did the exact same thing. They lost trend to regain trend.
Hey everyone, how's it going? As you know, I'm now giving out some of this content for free that I was otherwise charging for the past little while. Yeah, drop a donation, subscribe to the channel, join Patreon. You'll get access to Discord. Great way. Lots of top level traders in there, people who are doing this for a career every single day. So go to Patreon, join a tier, get access to Discord. Go on Reddit, talk about future of trading, talk about the science of trading, talk about cotton candy, socials, everything you can. Let's help this thing grow. It's the way you guys can thank me for giving out this content for free that I was otherwise charging money for. So I'll leave a Bitcoin address on the screen. I'll leave the Patreon address on the screen. Just do something to help out. Okay, thanks guys. Take care.